when you realize that this world is essentially an illusion, when you actually recognize wholeheartedly that this 3D reality is temporary and this too shall pass. We are all going to pass over to spirit in the end, and when we do, none of this matters. And even when we are alive right now. Hey beautiful soul, it is Angel Ellena here, and I trust that you are doing so well. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. So in this video I really want to talk about a topic which I'm not too sure if some of you may be familiar with, but however, this is something that I have encountered many times, actually a handful, a multitude of times on my journey personally. And I know I've had some of you beautiful souls ask me in my comments, Angel, how do you go about resolving depression? Now, even though I do have some videos and I have an entire playlist on the front page of my channel about dealing with mental health, depression, okay, tips to keep your mind strong and healthy, because we are living in a society that is literally built to degrade your mind and your self-image. So yes, I have an entire playlist about this, but nonetheless, I want to talk about this topic. What do you do when enlightenment turns into depression? That feeling when you realize that it doesn't matter how much material you accumulate, that none of it matters in the end because everything is just one and is all connected and is just pure energy, beyond any shape, beyond any form, beyond any color, beyond any size, beyond any label, beyond any price, beyond any value or any perspective that we put on that material item or object or whatever it may be. When you realize that this world is essentially an illusion, when you actually recognize wholeheartedly that this 3D reality is temporary and this too shall pass. We are all going to pass over to spirit in the end, and when we do, none of this matters. And even when we are alive right now as I am speaking to you, yes, I'm talking to you, none of this matters at all. So when you realize that matter doesn't matter, it can turn into some sort of depression. But it doesn't have to, okay? That's the cool thing about it. It doesn't have to. And it really can get to that point where you're literally questioning your entire purpose of being here. Not in a suicidal mannerism, because you can still be fully aware and connected to God more than ever when you're realizing that the 3D is an illusion and that only God is what matters. Matter doesn't matter. When your spiritual enlightenment can get to this level, it can turn into a depression. And I think that everyone who's on this path can actually experience this at least one time, or maybe twice, maybe a handful. It really depends, okay? I'd say that it is almost crucial on the quote-unquote spiritual journey, because you are actually learning to recognize that there is not one without the other, okay? So it is not something to get too caught up on. However, it can come up, and when it does come up, well, what do you do? Okay, how do you go about actually getting over that hurdle? When nothing matters, when matter does not matter, because it is only spirit, it is only energy, it is only a quantum field of pure space that is beyond any form of time continuum whatsoever. What do? You know, what's the purpose of going on trying to achieve all of these big dreams and goals when you know that it is just temporary. That can just slip away from you at any moment. It can be taken, it can be destroyed, it can be killed, it can die. Then what do? Well, you just keep on going. You just keep on living. But as you keep on going and as you keep on living, after having this enlightenment, beautiful soul, after coming to terms with what this 3D reality is all about, you can begin to accept that, okay? And you can find peace within. And it is only when you come to accept this, okay? And what is really true to you in that sense. If I'm saying things that resonate with you and that's true to you, then if you come to accept what I'm saying, it won't bother you on the same level as much. And sometimes the best way to accept these realizations, these moments of enlightenment, or maybe prolonged moments, is just to really simply be with it. Because at the end of the day, if you know that matter does not literally matter, because matter holds no solid form, it has no solid ground. This is all energy and spirit taking on a physical, material, holographic form that your brain is somehow perceiving, okay? You can look into it like this, you can realize the nature of this beautiful reality and just see it for what it is, but keep going, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to give up your life and become a monk, but some people do that. Some people want to realize what I'm telling you right now. They will literally go and spend their lives in solitude. They will become a monk, they will become a nun, they will go and live in a monastery and sacrifice all of their material achievements, everything that they think they have gained, which we all know is just ego. They will throw all of this out to go and live in a monastery. But the thing is, if you realize this before you get to that point, if you realize all of your goals and dreams and hopes, they are totally valid. But if you know that no matter what you gain, okay, no matter how much money you achieve, you earn, rather, no matter what you achieve, now I'm getting my words mixed up, but you get the point, okay? It literally does not matter in the end. But that never means you should stop what you're doing. It's so important to recognize and to distinguish the difference between this enlightenment and between keeping up your life in the material world. Keeping that balance between the spirit and matter and recognizing them as being so deeply intertwined because they are, in essence, the same thing. So next time you may be feeling like it's all so pointless because you know it's all just energy and none of this is really here, but it is here at the same time simultaneously, just remember what I'm telling you. Everything is going to keep on going, just as it is right now. It's just going to keep on going. We're going to have the seasons coming and going. There's going to be winter, plants are going to die. There's going to be spring, plants are going to grow. Okay, there's going to be autumn, things get ready to die, and repeat over and over and over again. New products are going to be made all of the time. There are always going to be new people. There are always going to be new places. And whenever you may feel down about this because you see through that 3D hologram and you think that everything you're doing doesn't matter anymore, just remember this. There is not one without the other. And I don't really need to remind you that you came here for a reason. Because if you're experiencing what I'm sharing with you, you will know that God is source. In this state, even though we can call it a depression, you still have this knowing, and it's even stronger than before. That's the ironic, paradoxical thing about it. You know more than ever in this depressed state that you are in essence of God, and God is the source of all of this. And that is where you need to hold your faith and your trust and your belief in God, not in this material world. But don't let it get you down. And if it does, that's totally okay, you know. If you gotta sit in bed for days at a time, just pondering upon this, because it's so contradictory and yet it's so not. How everything just is and isn't. How we've got all of this matter, but it doesn't even exist on a quantum, molecular, atomic level. Okay? It's all good. Literally, it is all good no matter how we see it. It's always going to be this way. And so all we can do is accept it. And that is the key. That is the ultimate solution. Is to just be with it and keep on moving. Naturally, when you accept this, you will get back into the rhythm. You will get back into the flow. You will get your sleeping in check. You will feel more motivated. You will get out of this slump, out of this depression. Knowing that you have that aspect of enlightenment upon the world. Knowing that you see through this veil, this matrix, this hologram, this 3D reality, and knowing that a part of you understands what this is all about. And hold that, keep that within your heart, okay? And keep on going, and don't ever stop. And if you have to have a few days time out again, do it. If that's what makes you feel better about your life and yourself in the end. If that is what helps you to keep going stronger, over and over and over again. I had a patron on my Patreon page comment on one of my posts. And she said, there is a saying, fall down 7 times, get up 8 times. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Along the lines of that. So beautiful, soul. Just remember that. No matter how many times you fall, even though we know it's not really falling, you know, even though we know that there is something behind it, that you are expanding your literal consciousness, pardon me, I just burped, of the world as we know it. It is, in essence, it is enlightenment, okay? Because you see this reality for what it is. And 99% of people do not see that. They do not see what you see. Okay, so you've got a gift. And I know it can feel like a curse at times. It really can. But trust me, and most of all, trust in yourself. Beautiful soul. You've got this. Just keep on going with the motions. Okay? Just keep on flowing with the seasons of life, because at the end of the day, that's why I'm here, that's why you're here. Alan Watts once said, well, the purpose of life is to simply live. At the end of the day, in a way it really is, you know. So when you recognize that, it's just about living, it's just about being. And yeah, go ahead, enjoy the material. But knowing you have that aspect of enlightenment, it can save you, okay? It can totally save you from getting so caught up in it all. So now that you have this enlightenment aspect in you, it's not just gonna simply disappear like that. Even if you're surrounded by a bunch of sheep who have no clue what they're doing and what this is all about. You've got this, okay? You're extremely powerful, and you must never forget that. You are an essence of God, okay? Our creator, our creation. He created you, and you're here to just enjoy the ride, no matter what comes your way, okay? Fall down 7 times, get up 8, exactly. So I really hope this has helped you all, beautiful souls. And be sure to like if it did, comment to share your experience, your love, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you get updated for when I post more videos, also healing videos, helping you to heal and awaken. If you've enjoyed and you would like to book your own one-on-one session or even a monthly plan with myself, I offer Reiki healings, spiritual life coaching, and also coaching for various other topics in your life which you feel like you would like some advice with, you need some help with, and you'd like someone to be there for you, to just have your own go-to person. Well, that's me, and I'm working with clients one-on-one all over the world. If you want to check out my website, you can totally do that. Link in the description, angel-elena.co.uk. And if you want to support me, I got PayPal and Patreon. Got all my online courses on my website and my meditation, light language music. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it at that. It is a pleasure to always be with you, beautiful souls. And I wish you an amazing day. So just remember what I said, and if you ever forget, put this video back on, close your eyes and let it run. Peace.